Rachel and I'm here with Dave Graham from Gravity Supply Chain. I'm going to ask you a few questions about your business.
Sure.
So tell me a little bit about Gravity Chain Solutions.
Well, Gravity Supply Chain have been around for about 4 years now, just over 4 years. So still fairly young business, but we're, as you can tell from the grey hairs, we've been around in the business for quite a while. Basically we are a cloud-based software visibility platform. So providing retailers, shippers, manufacturers and logistics companies with full end-to-end visibility of their supply chains.
Okay, great. And what are the benefits to the user to use this solution?
So there's many benefits to Gravity, but essentially it's gaining visibility, live information of their whole network. So we basically remove the fragmentation of their data, which is sitting in silos, in ERP systems, in TMSs, in emails and spreadsheets. There's many businesses that are still working in the Excel world, and they're making decisions on data that is essentially historic. So as soon as you export data out of a system, it's no longer live. So you're making decisions on old information. So what Gravity does is it connects up all of those pieces of data and enables the user then to make real insightful decisions on the information they've got in front of them. So we're not providing you with any data currently that you can't obtain yourselves, but we're bringing it to you quicker, in real time, so therefore the decisions you make are the best you can. So that's one of the real benefits, improvement of quality data. So we're not regenerating data once it's created once. It flows through the whole platform continuously, and every time someone touches it, it's enhanced rather than regenerated again.
Okay. And have you overcome any challenges? How have you found sort of the market?
Yeah, there's a few hurdles in adoption, I guess. There's a perceived issue around, or a perceived perception that the cost to a supply chain solution are high. That's not necessarily the case. Historically, yes, but now with the benefit of the cloud, we can be able to keep our costs low. So we're only 51 employees in the business. That's growing, but to enable us to service the thousands of customers and users that we've got, we're utilising the latest software. So therefore, costs aren't necessarily high, but the benefits are. So it's getting past that first hurdle where some potential customers may perceive it to be high, not necessarily so. Secondly is a cultural change, there's the fear of the unknown, fear of change, fear of exposing your whole network, both internally within a business and also externally within your partner networks. So for instance, if you're a logistics provider, you might fear the fact that my potential customer might know exactly what I'm doing. There's actually real benefits to that because it removes any uncertainty around trusts, because if I share with you everything that I'm doing, therefore you know completely that I'm being honest with you, which actually creates a better working relationship rather than there being an uncertainty around, do I believe actually what they're telling me? And there's also a fear of, if we digitize a supply chain, is that removing human interaction? Again, not true at all, really. You still need the human interaction. There's still a requirement for a discussion. The discussion might change though. So, for instance, if I'm a logistics provider and my customer would ring me up normally and say, "Where is my order? Where is my container?" They'll still ring me up, but they now might say, "Why? Why is my container at this status?" Because they're far more aware of where it is. So it doesn't remove human interaction. You still need to have that human touch. So yeah, a few of those hurdles are not really hurdles, and it's just about, I think, about education for the users to appreciate what the real benefits are from digitizing your supply chain.
So do you think that with Gravity Supply Chain Solutions, it will create more of a reliable and sort of more structured approach?
More reliable certainly in regards to the data quality. So, as I say, your decision making's going to improve because you've got better quality data to make a decision against. The speed that you're making those decisions will be improved because you've got the information quicker, where maybe historically you might have to pull some data out of one place, pull it out from another, and then sort of merging the two to try and work out what's this really telling me. But also that information is now out of date, so I'm going to come to a conclusion and execute against that. But something's already changed in the process, so it's actually irrelevant to whatever you might be doing. So yeah, certainly there's far more reliability by digitizing your supply chain.
Perfect. And in 5 to 10 years, where do you see your business going, and how do you see it sort of developing with technology?
Excuse me. Right. Okay. Well, in the industry as a whole, or as Gravity, or
well, obviously Gravity turning into sort of progressing, but also how it's going to fit into the industry. Obviously, it's becoming much more digitalised as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think our industry certainly will, in 5 to 10 years, we should be far more digitized. The early adopters will get stronger. You know, those that don't decide to digitize their supply chain will disappear or reduce in size, most certainly. But what I think it will do is that it will start to generate, I guess, a more level playing field again. You know, some of the big guys that have got systems, the smaller guys now have got far more easier access to a real quality visibility platforms because they're able to afford the systems now because excuse me, the legacy systems were high cost and with sort of having to maintain databases. Now it's in the cloud. Costs are lower. So yeah, I truly believe that the industry will be far more of a level playing field where those players will all have visibility solutions, all have digitized supply chains, and it will come back to a quality and service again.
How have you found your time at Multimodal 2019?
Yeah, it's our first time present here under Gravity, so it's been an enjoyable one. We've had plenty of good networking opportunities. It's a nice layout, and yeah, I mean, it's. If I'm honest, I thought it might have been a bit larger, but the layout's good, and those companies that have got presence here, yeah, they've got all good stands, and it's a great networking opportunity. So,
and you attending next year, do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely be coming here. I'm not sure whether or not we may have a booth, we may not, but we'll certainly be attending. We've had some great meetings, met some I guess old friends and colleagues that are in different areas of the logistics world now, but also lots of new potential partners as well. So it's been really beneficial.
Good. And do you feel that Multimodal would be really beneficial for sort of marketing and getting your brand awareness out? Sort of like a place for everyone to see your brand, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's obviously one of the biggest one, if not the biggest one in the UK and in our industry. So for us to have presence here and getting that brand awareness out, I don't think you can get a better opportunity really right now. So yeah, absolutely, I think it's beneficial, and we've been using social media to the full with regards to sort of Gravity and posting the fact that we're at Multimodal, and we've had lots of good response and feedback.
You sponsored an award, didn't you?
We did.
Did you find that?
Yeah, we sponsored the Exhibitor of the Year award, which again was a great opportunity for us. We've helped increase our brand awareness, everyone in the room now can see who Gravity are. So yeah, and it's something that we'd certainly consider doing again next year.
Lovely. And how have you found reading Forward magazine? What was your first impressions of the magazine?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm honest, it was the first time I saw it last night, so it's actually really good. I like the way it's broken up and sectioned. Obviously, the tech piece is really interesting for us, and it's something that potentially we'd like to talk with yourselves in the future about having an article on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a really interesting read.
Perfect. And how do you feel like Forwarder? Do you think that it's towards your client base? If not, then do you feel there's something that we could do to improve that?
No, after speaking to you as to regards to who gets that distribution list, I think it's hitting our target market actually. Yeah. So it's something that we certainly would be interested in having some airtime in it really.
Yeah.
Because
especially
I think
in, like, the tech section
exactly it's targeting the same people that we are.
Perfect. And is there anything you look for specifically in a publication? Is there something that stood out to you in Forwarder magazine?
Yeah, I guess you always want to learn something new. You want to know what other people are doing. So, and you want to be asked a question really to make you think about something. So I read a really interesting article actually about are we teching retail too far? I think it was.
Yeah.
And I think the consumer is driving that, obviously, and that's having the knock-on effect into our world. So we're providing improved visibility at Gravity Supply Chain because our customers are demanding visibility further down the line. So it's a good question as to how far you go. I certainly think we haven't ended yet. You know, there's plenty more development to come in our world. So I can see it only increasing before it levels out.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for your time.